You got 3 minutes to spare.
We got Hubert Smith wanted to speak for just a second. Hubert, if you give your name and address for the record.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. How much time am I granted? Am I granted the customary 5 minutes or defined just a second?
We're going to give you just about 2 minutes.
2 minutes, thank you. I think I can get it done. Hubert Smith, P.O. Box 607, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37901. Since my name and actions were invoked into the records of this meeting, I think I need to speak to that, and I felt it necessary. There were 2 comments made, one by Commissioner Brown. Hubert was standing there with us, and the other by Commissioner Lambert. Hubert Smith was hanging out with us. First of all, let me be clear what my role is here and what is not. My role is not to be seen and not to be heard. Okay? Quite the contrary. My role here is to see what you do and hopefully hear what you do and report to the public at large what you do on their behalf and everybody else here that's working for Knox County or who makes decisions in these meetings. In some regard, I feel that my professionalism as a reporter and a broadcaster and the credentials I possess as a member of the working media were somewhat sullied, for lack of a better word, today by some of the comments that were made. My role here is to report, okay? Now let me get back to the statements that were made earlier. Hubert was standing there with us by Commissioner Brown. I believe the Intergovernmental Committee was standing over here, the Finance Committee was standing over here, and I stood up to see and hear what you were doing as I'm supposed to do. Commissioner Lambert said Hubert was hanging out with us. I wasn't hanging out with you. That implies some kind of personal relationship or personal action. I was standing where you were standing because that's where you all were meeting. If you had been in your seats talking in your microphones where everybody could hear, that would not have been necessary to do. I wasn't hanging out with you. There appears to be, and I'm speaking personally here, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to know how much time I have so I can make my remarks complete.
You're just about out. We've got another meeting to be to at 11.
Well,
it's 11.
I've sat through a long one. Maybe somebody else will grant me a minute or two. In your words, this went on for so long I forgot what I wanted to say. It seems that some of you have a hard time understanding what the Sunshine Lawsuit is. And just to put this in the context of you all mentioning my name and saying that I was hanging out with you or standing there with you, as somebody who sat through all 13 days of testimony, I think I'm qualified to give an opinion. I can recall how some of you commissioners couldn't get your telephone records together for the court. I can recall how some of you commissioners said, I know why my phone records didn't get subpoenaed, because I was using the telephone of another employer. Okay, so I remember these things. I was in that court, so this isn't personal. This is a matter of record. I don't know what you don't understand about the Sunshine Lawsuit. I recall, Chancellor, maybe in his order and maybe in spoken word, you are under a punitive order. You are under an order that goes above and beyond the Sunshine Lawsuit because of the actions that you were found guilty of by a jury. And perhaps maybe some of you would rather get fined and thrown in jail instead. But I was there, I read the order, I know what it said, and I also heard your testimony. My point is, in closing, please don't involve me in your actions. Don't use me for cover to say I was there, I was standing there, okay? What you do is on your own. Don't put me in it. My job is to report what you do, hear what you do, and see what you do. But please don't include me in your actions. I'm not a part of that.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Smith.
Well, now, wait a minute. I want to address a couple of things he says.
It's 11 o'clock.
I feel like I've been personally attacked, and I should have the opportunity to publicly defend myself.
Well, I think we do it somewhere because we don't need to. We've got to be at this other meeting.